There it is, the sacred temple, home of the great holy relic of Ricanism, the Ricahedron.
It is still quite a distance away, Your Highness.
I know. We best move on if we want to reach the temple before noon. Come.
Carmeana Vinakan, Princess of Bautudgel, welcome to the sacred temple. We have so looked forward to your visit. I am Saj Iris, and with me are Saj Uraban and Saj O'Toole. I hope your travel was pleasant.
The Neptalisans were very rude to me, no doubt thanks to my country's support of Solera and their long-standing feud, but they did grant me passage and protection. All things considered, I can't complain.
I'm sorry to hear that, Your Highness. We're all tired of this feud. But you'll be happy to know that the feud still hasn't touched our holy relic, the Ricahedron. It is the one thing that both sides have kept sacred and inviolate. Well, let's not just stand out here. Come, the Ricahedron awaits.
Oh my God. It's beautiful.
Would you like to touch it, Your Highness?
Is it permitted?
Normally, no. But for you.
Well, what have we here?
Dear Day.
You may address me as King here, Day, Your Highness.
You are not a king thing here, Day. And when my father...
Just wait and see, Princess. Your father is going to hand over half his kingdom when he finds out that I've kidnapped you.
You're mad if you think you're going.
Let's go! We've been attacked!
What?
Run, Your Highness.
No. I fight!
You fools, stop them! Must I do everything myself?
Oh no, I've been incapacitated.
Drop your sword, Princess.
Your Highness, no! You can still fight.
I can't, Sir Tarbatu. There's nothing more I can do.
Now let's just grab that Ricahedron and we'll be off to my lair.
We had a deal here, Day.
What? Ah, Your Grace! What a pleasant surprise.
The Archduchess of Kenora. I should have known you'd be involved in this.
Oh, indeed, I should have known myself. You needn't have bothered coming here, you know. I have everything under control.
I can see that here, Day. But I wanted to help you keep your end of the bargain. I will take the Ricahedron myself.
Oh, well, yes, you may take it. I have no special interest in that thing. But are you sure you don't want to use it to cast the sealing spell? I mean, it would create a much more powerful seal.
From my point of view here, Day, this business with the princess is just a distraction. I care not for your little penchant for pestering.
Of course not. Silly me. The Ricahedron is yours, Your Grace. Have fun starting your little war.
What? A war?
Nothing for you to worry about, my pretty. You'll be coming back to my lair. With you in my custody and the Ricahedron missing, the kingdom of Bautudgel is in for a big surprise.
Hey, Tabitha.
Yes, Lance?
Let's say I find an adventure to go on. How will you be able to help?
Well, I am a Pelinco sidekick fairy. We Pelincos are all in telepathic contact with each other and have been able to exploit this to create a successful telecommunications enterprise. I have a touchscreen in my belly that you can use to access various services we provide for heroes in the field.
Wow, that's really cool.
Just press escape to use my touchscreen. If you want to talk to me, press T. Also, I'll be popping up with some totally not annoying advice from time to time, so pay attention.
This is gonna be so fun. I bet we find an adventure in no time.
Well, first you need to shape up. People want their heroes to be in good physical condition, and if you don't work out a bit, you'll lose whatever tiny chance you have to find an adventure. There's a gymnasium up ahead that seems like a good place to work out.
I had just completed my early morning threshing and was walking back to town when I noticed something unusual. What was that? Cool, fairies!
Mister, please, you gotta help me. He's gonna get me. Ah!
Come on, you know you want to buy some 2020 restaurant futures?
2020 restaurant futures? That's just cruel. I have to do something.
Gotcha!
No, my portfolio is fine.
I don't believe in fairies.
Ah!
Wow, thanks a lot, mister. I thought my credit rating was a goner. I'm Tabitha. Tab for short. What's your name?
My name's Lance.
Yike!
Here's my card.
Hey, wait. This doesn't say Lance.
I know. It's spelled Lance, but it's pronounced Lance.
Okay, well, glad to meet you, Lance.
Nice to meet you, Tabitha. So, what brings you to a place like Boringshire?
Oh, I was passing through on my way to look for freelance work as a fairy sidekick.
You know what, Tab? Something's going on here. I've always felt like I was destined to be a great hero, and here you are.
Destiny? Come on.
No, really, I really think I could be a hero if I had the chance.
Lance, no offense, but no. Most young heroes have been training to be a hero since they could walk. A small town country boy like you has no chance. Do you have any experience at all going on adventure? Even like a small one?
See, that's the problem. I haven't had the opportunity. This place is so dull, the grass thinks it's boring to watch us grow. But if you give me a chance, I'll find a quest and show you I can be a real hero.
Oh, I don't think you have the slightest chance to find a quest to go on. But I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tag along for a little while. After all, you saved my future from financial ruin.
Thanks, Tabitha. I won't disappoint you. Well, Tab, here we are, my hometown, Borington.
I think this cutscene's about to end. Lance, look, your life meter went up. It was 3 spleens, but now it's 4.
Well, I'll be. And you know, it wasn't as bad as I thought. It seems really gross, but I could learn to really enjoy eating spleens.
I'll tell you what, Stack. Those meetings might be long, but they fly by for me. There's nothing like running a kingdom. Ah, Lady Marl, what brings you to my office?
A matter of grave importance, Your Majesty. Your daughter, Her Royal Highness, Princess Carmeana, has been kidnapped.
Why is that a matter of grave importance?
Your Majesty, come on. The Foreign Office received a credible ransom demand from our old nemesis to the north, the Thane of Egrog, Ferena Herde.
Ah, him again. Well, what does he want?
Your whole kingdom, basically. He wants lordship over the entire northern half of the kingdom, but don't worry, he's willing to let you keep the southern half if you swear fealty to him.
Pfft, Ferena Herde. What a character. How did he manage to capture Carmeana anyway?
Apparently she went off her itinerary in Melogerusa. Just Sir Tarbertu and her. He must have nabbed her then.
Why would he do that?
I think I might know.
Really?
You see, something else happened at the same time that might even be more serious. The Ricahedron disappeared. Several sages are gone too.
Lady Marl, why exactly is it more serious that some mythological trinket disappeared?
Because Celera and Neptalisa are blaming each other, and they are both now preparing for war.
Oh my god. And if there's a war, it'll choke off commerce through the strait. I see. But what does this have to do with Carmeana?
We think she might have left her itinerary to visit the sacred temple, and that Thane Herde took both her and the Ricahedron at the same time.
Ah,
It's just, Herde hasn't made any ransom demands for the Ricahedron.
and he would not hesitate to let us know if he had it. We know Herde. Do we have any idea who does have it?
No.
Well, there's not much we can do about Neptalisa and Celera then, apart from mediating through diplomatic channels. As for Carmeana, I guess we'll have to do a rescue operation. Lord Stackenfee, summon the Minister of War.
Yes, Your Majesty.
What do you require, Your Majesty?
Lord Tapton, my friend, it appears that my daughter is being held ransom by the Thane of Egrog. I want you to assess the current situation and give me a report as soon as possible.
I'm way ahead of you, sir. I have a detailed report and recommendation already prepared.
A full report already?
Well, we had plenty of time. She was kidnapped almost 13 hours ago.
13 hours ago? Why didn't anyone tell me until now?
Now, Your Majesty, we were just following orders. Don't you remember when you told us, and these are your exact words, I don't want anyone to interrupt my meetings to report insignificant news, such as if my daughter is kidnapped.
Oh, yeah. Well, what did you find out?
Farina Hirde is holding the princess in his lair in the Egrog Gorge north of the kingdom, which is protected by level 42 sealing. Thane Hirde created the seal by enchanting 2 plot keys. Before we can infiltrate the lair, we have to obtain both plot keys. So, what we plan to do...
Ah, I think I know what you're planning. You want us to send a hero. A hero who will go on a glorious quest to rescue the princess. It will be a long and perilous quest. He will travel to distant lands, face many hardships, and encounter many dangers. But if he surmounts these many obstacles, he will find great glory. Right?
Well, actually, we were planning to deploy the army. I mean, come on, what's one hero going to do against thousands of enemy troops?
You want me to deploy the army just to rescue one hostage? Do you have any idea how much it'll cost?
Sir, she's your daughter.
Well, what makes my daughter so special, huh? You don't think I'd deploy the army to rescue anyone else's daughter, do you? Why should I for mine?
Sir, it's a delicate situation given the princess's...
Nah, forget it. Come up with something cheaper. I've had quite enough of this for the day. I'm going to go nail the queen now if you don't mind.
Your Majesty, if you don't do anything to save her, you could take a major hit in the opinion polls.
All right, let me think. I got it. As far as the polls are concerned, all that matters is that I look like I'm trying to get my daughter back. So, instead of deploying the army, we will send out a hero to rescue the princess. And here's the good part. When he fails, I get sympathy points. Eh?
But will the people go for it?
Sure they will. We'll just feed them some bullshit story about a prophecy. People love that kind of shit.
Very good, Your Majesty. But one more question. What if the hero succeeds?
If he succeeds, then he would seem to be a perfect match for her, solving that problem. Because, after all, no man is more deserving of my daughter's hand in marriage than the one who brings her back to me. Lord Tapton, I want you to send out a small, inexpensive squadron of men to scour the kingdom and bring me back a fairy boy.
A fairy boy?
Yes, a fairy boy. The one chosen by destiny to rescue the princess.
And so the media has just been informed about the princess's kidnapping and about our plans to send out a hero. They'll be present to cover the knighting ceremony.
Good. And what about the story? Do we have a story for them?
We have something better than a story, Your Majesty. We found an actual prophecy from the Melagerusan scriptures that kind of fits this situation.
That's right. I remember a prophecy like that from the second book of Rico.
Yes, it predicted that the Ricahedron would disappear during a tumultuous period, that a hero would appear and go on several quests, one of them being to rescue a princess.
Also, the hero's supposed to come from the class of people who work the land. Is that why we're going with a kid with a scythe?
Indeed it is, Your Majesty.
This is great work, Your Excellencies. Press is gonna eat this up. Anyway, let's get this over with. Wait here, I'll put on my royal headdress. I hate this stupid thing. Tradition. Let's go. Citizens of Baltudgel, as you all know by now, the holy relic known as the Ricahedron was stolen from a sacred temple in Melarjusa, and Solera and Neptalisa are now on the brink of war on account of it. What you do not yet know is that Carmeana, your beloved princess and my beloved daughter, was visiting the sacred temple at the time it was stolen, and she was kidnapped as well. The evil warlock, Firenahirde, our nemesis to the north, has taken credit for the kidnapping and has sealed her up in his lair in Egrog. He has demanded ransom for nothing less than the entire kingdom. But even though I love my daughter dearly and would sacrifice everything for her safe return, for your sake and the sake of the kingdom, I cannot. But there is hope. There is a Riconian prophecy that predicts God will send us a glorious hero if ever the Ricahedron disappears. For out of the world's turmoil, it is said, I will send thee a young man. He will come from the fields of wheat and prove his valor. We believe that this prophecy has come to pass, and that this brave fairy boy is the chosen one, Destiny's ward, the one whose fate it is to rescue the princess and rid our kingdom of the evil that has befallen it. Hand me your scythe, Lance. For those who don't know, the scythe is an honorable weapon from our kingdom's agricultural regions. It is tradition for knights from Boringshire to be commissioned with a scythe. Lance, with this scythe, I commission you and your sidekick Tabitha as independent special agents in the Royal Army. You will report directly to Lord Tapton, the Minister of War. Please speak to him after the ceremony ends to get your orders.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Citizens, I present to you the chosen one, the glorious hero, Destiny's ward, Lance.
Lance, that girl was really flirting with you.
I noticed that.
That's a great start. I recommend you come back to this information booth often, even if you don't need information, to see if it leads anywhere.
What are you talking about, Tabitha? I don't need some common girl. I have a princess waiting for me.
Lance, remember our talk about being hero-like. You have to look the part of the hero, and part of that is being seen with lots of pretty ladies.
What?
Yeah, the princess is your one and only true love. Yeah, no question about it. But you need to show the world that you could have other women, if you wanted to. That's what makes you look truly heroic and honorable and chaste. You're surrounded by women, and yet you're staying faithful to your true love. Of course, part of the deal is you can't consummate anything with the other girls, or you won't look like a hero at all. So, hands off. You understand?
So, what you're saying is, in order for me to look heroic and honorable, I have to string all these common girls along, then dump them for a princess?
Yes.